But hi, welcome back to Life in the Mundane. My name is Katie and I am so glad to have you guys here. I'm going to be showing you guys around our homeschool library. I've had a lot of people ask me before, Katie, you get all these book outlet orders, you get all these things in. How do you guys store them all? How do you keep your chapter books sorted and all those kind of fun things? So we're going to answer those questions today. And then I'm going to check the live comments and we will chat back and forth as soon as we're done showing you around. So let's get started. So first up we have, First up here we have our floating shelves. My husband set these up for me. I used to have them in a different spot in my family room, but we now have them here, and this is where we put our picture books. I have found over the years, and then after doing some different studies, I have found that picture books are best used or most often read when you can see the cover. That is a huge part for kids to be able to see the cover, because for picture books, the spines aren't very interesting. They don't tell them a lot and they're not reading it. So we like to have them here on a display shelf. I rotate them out. I've created a whole video of how I sort those and how I keep track of them and make it a rotation system that I can actually keep up with, which is incredibly key. And so if you guys are looking for that, I will drop the link down to that in the description and in the iCards after this video if you want to see how we sort and organize that. But this is primarily for our picture books. I will occasionally put an early easy reader on there. This is great too for my preschoolers because they constantly bring me the same 5 books, and so this allows them to have a selection, and because it gets changed out every month or every quarter depending on what we decide to do, it just keeps things a little fresh and interesting. So now I'm going to move the camera for a second. Sorry for the rough transition here. This is what you get for being live, but I'm so excited that you guys are on here. And I'm going to set that here. We've got our second bookshelf here, which is our ReadAloud Bookshelf. Now, it might look kind of sparse to you, but there's actually a system to the madness here. So what we've got is I've got both of these shelves are books that we would like to read aloud. I kept these separate. These are the amazing books. The amazing books from the Christian heroes then and now. We really love these biographies talking about different historical figures or figures who are like Christian missionaries, things like that. We've got those up there. And then these are books that we want to read for our read-alouds. Our current read-alouds for the next year are upstairs in our homeschool room closet. I keep those nearby, but these are ones that we would like to read. Maybe we'll read them next year if we have time, or that we'll read in coming years. And then these down here are all ones that we have completed. We have more than this that we've completed in all of our years of homeschooling, but I've just started sort of doing this system, and so these are the ones that I could find that we've already read, and it'll be kind of fun to visually be able to keep track of what we've read and to be able to see, okay, it's been a while since we've read this. We should put it back in the rotation to read again. So I'm already thinking there's a few in there that we could add back. We do a lot of read-alouds, but we also do a lot of audiobooks, and we do get books from our library, so those are also not included in this list here. If you guys want to see what we're doing for our homeschool read-alouds for next year, be sure to subscribe, because coming up next week on Thursday, I'm going to be doing a collab here with Pennies and Salt. Megan, she is on here, and a lot of the other ladies who are here sharing my book read-alouds for next year. So I'm excited to share that. Now let me move you over to where the bulk of our books are, and then we'll stop moving you around so much. So here we have got sort of my larger library system. This has been a huge help. Honestly, I kind of use what I already have on hand, and so I have the taller bookshelves, but if I could go to all of these cube bookshelves, I totally 100% would, and probably will slowly do that over the next several years. Because it allows you to organize your books a little bit easier by categories, especially when you're talking about children's books. Again, they're not always super thick. It's easy to get lost. Most of these are school books, reference books, or whatnot, and I'm going to show you what's inside each cubby. We've got our Dr. Seuss books here. Yes, they're picture books, but they're just classics that we always like to have out and about for it. We have got our history books here and economics. So things like these historical easy readers. So who is Harriet Tubman? Who is Thomas Edison? Those kinds of things. But also we have got economic books like the Whatever Happened to Penny Candy and Whatever Happened to Justice. These books are a little bit older for my kids, but I have them on hand and can't wait to do these with my kids next year. And then I'm gonna bring you just a little closer. We have our Who Was books. You guys know, if you've watched my channel before, that I absolutely love these Who Was books, and I have a fairly large collection, but several more that are still on my wish list. Down here are a lot of our early young age Christian literature books. So we have got our 365-day Great Story Bible. We have different devotionals for that preschool, kindergartner, Big Truths for Little Kids book here, and these fun reader sets. This is 8 different books based on the different days of creation. They have one that's just kind of an introduction, in case you're wondering. And then they walk you through God creating light and sky, and it's got scripture references in there and just fun illustrations. So that we wanted to keep together. And then we've got down on the bottom here, let's see if I can show you this. On the bottom here, we have our art section. So these are our art books that we have. Some of these Come Look With Me books, and they have fun, different pieces of art and then questions you can ask your kids. This is great if you are not really an art person. And then we have drawing books that are great for teaching kids how to draw. Guys, this is real life here. And right now, someone is knocking on my door. So I am going to have to be right back. I am so sorry. And I will be right back. So you can just stare at my pretty bookshelf and talk to each other. 1 second. Oh, you guys are such good sports. Thank you. And sorry about that. I was going to totally just leave it. And then I had that occurrence of what if it is actually something super important. So thank you guys for your patience with that. But we have got more sections here. I'm going to show you one of our favorites right now. And it is these Usborne graphic novels. So this is sort of our graphic novel shelf. We have Hazardous Tales, the Big Band Ironclad. These are fun, different historical novels. And we have got the Usborne historical novels. These go through classics, The Hound of the Baskerville. We have The Adventures of Thor, King Arthur, The Wizard of Oz, Hamlet, all those fun things. Oh, I'm not going to tell you what it is. It was one of the neighbor kids that just wanted to know if my kids could play. But I, as moms, we always have those panic moments of, what if it's the police or something serious? All's good. All's good. It was just our neighbor. Also here we've got a bunch of our, again, more Christian living books. These are a lot of our character study books. If you guys didn't know, we offer character studies. I have them up on my website. They're totally free. I'll drop a link down to that below as well. But they are all sorts of fun books like God Made Me and You. And they have ones that work on specific character traits like When You Want to Fit In, Hallie Takes a Stand, and Learning What You Should Do. All of these come from a biblical perspective. And then I have free guides that you can download that you can go through and see. Sorry, I'm laughing at Wendy's comment, door-to-door salesman. Anyways, that you can go through and be able to add extra books and activities. So anyways, yeah, lots and lots and lots of books. We also have down here more Usborne books. So these are more Usborne books on all different subjects, but these are all Lift the Flap Usborne books. I am completely addicted to Usborne books. We've got, this is all on telling time, and they've got Lift the Flap to help your kids understand half past, quarter past, things like that. That can be really fun. Digital clocks and how that looks. All sorts of fun things. There's ones on how your body works if you are looking for ones that if you're doing anatomy. This is always a really fun one, how the digestive tract works. Your kids will love it. As well as where does your food come from, right? Helping your kids understand where does their food come from, how do farms work, things like that. I love that these Lift the Flap books are not designed necessarily for preschoolers. They're designed for a school-age kid. There's are tons of information in these books, and my kids love to use them. All right, let's scoot over. and see what's next. All right, we have got a bunch of the Usborne Early Readers up here. I like to keep the readers together so that I can pull these out for my kids. I have a lot of struggling readers and they love these Usborne reading looks. And then we also have, Usborne has some more just books on topics that interest your kids. So they have cats and castles and bees and ants and all sorts of things. But as you can see, they're really easy to understand, but yet they have quite a bit of information in them. And we love to use these for school projects. If our kids need to write a report on something or want to learn more about a topic, these are easy for even our struggling readers to understand. We've got more Usborne books. If you can't tell, I have a serious love and addiction for Usborne books. And we have the Children's Encyclopedia. We have the World History Encyclopedia. And these are cool because they're internet linked. They have QR codes that you can scan and have links that you can go to find more information. So that is super helpful. And again, the next shelf is our writing shelf. So we've got the Usborne, My First Story Writing Book that helps walk your kids through how to write their first story. We have, along those lines, Write Your Own Script. We have Coding for Beginners. Oh, this isn't a writing one, but these are different activity books. This one actually walks you through how to code with your children. We've got, this one's probably one of my favorites, How to Write Your Own Comic Book. My son went through this several years ago, and it walks you step by step on how to write your own comic books. And as you can see, he had a lot of fun doing that. This is a great way, guys. If you have kids who really dislike writing or reading, this is a great way to get them involved because they have so many fun prompts in here. Your kids won't even realize that they're doing reading and writing. All right, then last section over here, and then I will be checking out all your comments. You guys are having so much fun talking, and I feel like I'm missing out. We have more readers, the like level 2, level 3 readers. We have more Usborne books. I do have one where our toddler ripped off the binding, which is kind of a bummer, but Usborne does have a really cool, you can replace your books for 50% off the original price. No, I'm not an Usborne consultant, by the way. I just have a serious addiction. But they have these illustrated stories of Greek myths inside, and then they also have illustrated fairy tales and much, much more. Down here we have our music books. Megan over at Pennies and Salt is going to help me fill this up because seriously, it's a little lacking, okay? It's a little lacking here. She did recommend that I get this book, The Carnival of the Animals, which is great, and we really have enjoyed that. We have an Usborne Famous Composers book that we like to go through. And then over here on the bottom, we have our feelings book, or our manners, anything having to do with that kind of thing. So this is one, I talk to God about how I feel, that's been really fun. We've got manners, a little book of manners. Another Usborne book here that I really enjoy, all about feelings. This one I'm actually going to be using along with some coping skills to kind of create my own supplementary curriculum to add to our morning basket, and I'll be sharing more about that with you guys. We've got our Boxcar Children books, and then we have our really easy beginner chapter books. You know, things like the Cul-de-sac Kids or the Bear Grylls books from Usborne as well. So let me get in a slightly more comfortable spot here. I can't wait to get out the bookshelf stage. Yes, I know. It's definitely a stage. My kids are a little bit older. I have a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old, but they are at the age where they are able to leave the books alone, especially with having older kids to kind of set that example. But I definitely remember the pulling everything off the books shelf stage. So yeah, that's kind of what we have going on for our library. We have other books in our family room, but they're primarily used for the other books that we don't use for school. I love having it all in one spot. It allows me to be able to find things easily. That's what I was running into before when it was just all on one shelf, is I couldn't find what I wanted. And so that was really, really hard to find it. I'm gonna pull up you guys' comments here. If I can find the live even. I don't even know how to find the live anymore. There we go. Oh, let's see. Okay. Also, I want to let you guys know, oh my goodness, I am all over the place, guys. This is real life. You see me in very short segmented videos with a lot of editing from all of the crazy interruptions of life. So I hope you enjoy getting to see this, maybe. I will try to clean it up a little bit for the replay, but I do want to let you guys know about a couple of exciting things. First is that I want you to know that I'm going to be pairing with Yasmin over at Mommy on the Move. Here she is commenting. She is actually an Usborne consultant. She's my dealer for my book Obsession, and I've actually decided to pair up with her and to offer you guys a giveaway. And with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link down in the description once this live is over, and anybody who wants to order books from from Usborne, so much better than Amazon, anyone who wants to order books from Usborne, anyone who orders books between today and the end of the week is going to be entered into a giveaway, and she is graciously offering to give away $50 in Usborne books, in free Usborne books. So anyone who enters that giveaway by placing an order can get an additional $50 potentially. I'll do that drawing here probably on Friday and post that on my community tab, so you can stay tuned for that. I just thought it'd be a fun way to celebrate my obsession for Usborne books, but also to share with you guys because I hit 5,000 subscribers, and that's so incredibly exciting. Let's see, trying to scroll through the comments. Yes, there'll be free Usborne books if you are the winner. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. And if you want to get free Usborne books yourself and you maybe can't afford to order anything right now, you can always talk to Yasmin about doing a party. She is a fantastic consultant and can help you out. Also, a couple of other exciting things that are happening is my friend Ryan over at Mama on a Mission is going live here at 4 o'clock, and she is going to be sharing a little life update and the gender of her baby. I cannot wait to find out, so be sure to go over and head over there when you're done here. And also Jill at Home with Jill is going to be going live tomorrow at 11 a.m. her time, which I believe is 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Eastern, correct me if I'm wrong, Jill, and she's going to be doing a homeschool Q&A. So that is going to be lots and lots of fun. Do you guys have any questions for me? I would love to answer whatever I possibly can when it comes to organizing your homeschool books. Otherwise, I will hop back on here again. I will try another live, and maybe it'll go a little smoother. Maybe it won't. You never know what you get with lives. All right, well, I will head out and I will talk to you guys later. Be sure to set your alarms here in just a little while, 4 o'clock or 5 p.m. Eastern time. You guys are going to get to see Ryan and find out what the gender of her baby is. And then again, if you would like to enter into the giveaway, you can do that by checking out the link that I will drop down below as soon as we're done. And you'll be able to shop around, see what all Yasmin has to offer on her Usborne site, and be entered into that drawing. So thank you guys so much, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.